What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Wednesday, April 7th, 2021. We're here for another episode of the Casual Fan Podcast, the hardest working, most accurate, most entertaining sports gambling podcast on YouTube. My name is Pat Stuthers, host and commentator, and in this episode, we're going to break down everything that happened, look at all the results from my predictions on Monday, and get into predictions for Wednesday and Thursday night, covering every NHL game every Monday and Wednesday and Friday, all 116 days straight of this NHL season. If you're watching this, please make sure to like and subscribe. Do it right now and tell your friends and comment and like and subscribe and do it right now. Thank you. Let's take a look at the results over the past couple of days. So I actually had a pretty mediocre 9-8 record, just kept my head above water. I'm still hovering around 58-60% on the season. I'm gonna tally up those numbers at the end because it's a pain in the ass to keep track of. On my bets, the only thing I hit was the New York Islanders, but hey, that's the way she goes. I missed Friday night, so that's the way of the road. You know what? You can't expect to win every time when you're not paying attention. So we're back at it. We're trying to get on a regular schedule here, but I am still working, so there's probably not gonna be a Friday episode. However, I will tweet out all those picks from the Fan the Casual Twitter account. And also, if I went 50% over the last 2 days, that means I'm going to absolutely crush it over these 2 days. So what did we learn? What are the things that we need to know moving forward? Number one, the Predators are on a bit of a heater. They're 8-1 in their last 9. They're really fighting to be relevant in that division, but they are fighting very well. Watch out for the Predators against lesser teams. And the other thing I want to talk about, because we're going to keep this short and sweet before we get into the predictions, I see no difference between Jack Campbell on the Leafs and Jordan Binnington in his prime on the Blues. From January 1st, 2019, Binnington went 24-5-1 for the Blues on his way to a Stanley Cup, posting a .930 save percentage. Jack Campbell with the Leafs this season is a perfect 9-0 and has a .928 save percentage over the last 5 starts. The only difference between these two players that I can see is that where Binnington said, no, I will absolutely not go to the ECHL, Jack Campbell basically just said, oh yeah, no, for sure. And he went back to play in the muck. This guy has worked his way up through the coast, the A, through backing up Jonathan Quick in LA. And as a Leafs fan, I like my goalies to have seen some shit. He, like this team, has almost nothing to lose at this point. And Jack Campbell's a certified gem. I'm not one to get my hopes up irrationally, but why not us? Why not now? I'm rooting for you, Jack. You just keep on closing the door. All right, with all of that out of the way, let's get to our predictions for Wednesday and Thursday night, starting with the Oilers as -195 favorites over the Ottawa Senators, +162 underdogs. Oilers are 7-0 in the last 7 meetings and 17-5 in their last 22 as a favorite. They're also 11-4 against a losing record. I really like the Oilers in this game, and I'm going to take them in a parlay. Next game, the Montreal Canadiens, +130 underdogs against the Toronto Maple Leafs, -149 favorites. Now, after everything I just said about Campbell, the Canadiens always play the Leafs so well. This is a Galchenyuk redemption game, and that line has been great for the Leafs. It's also going to be Jake Allen in net for the Canadiens because Carey Price got hurt the other day. The Canadiens are 2-5 in the last 7 in Toronto, and the favorite is 19-5 in the last 26 meetings. I gotta go with the Leafs here. Next game, Vegas Golden Knights -161 favorites against the St. Louis Blues +140 underdogs. The road team is 5-1 in the last 6. The favorite is 12-2 in the last 14. The Knights are 4-0 in the last 4 in St. Louis, and they're 6-1 after scoring 5 or more goals in the previous game. The Knights are 9-2 as road favorite and 20-6 against a losing record. They're 48-22 in their last 70 overall and 41-19 as a favorite. Give me the Blues in this one. Next game, Colorado Avalanche -179 favorites against the Minnesota Wild, +160 underdogs. Avs are 6-13 in the last 19 meetings in Minnesota. However, the last time I read that stat, they were 3-13. They are 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Minnesota. The Avs are also 7-2 in a 4-6 situation and 44-16 on 1 day's rest. They like playing a lot. The last important stat is that the Avs are 19-7 on Wednesday games. I like the Avalanche in this game. And then the last game of Wednesday night, Arizona Coyotes -105 slight underdogs against the Los Angeles Kings -115 favorites. The underdog is 4-1 in the last 5. Road team is 6-0. Yotes are 4-1 in LA. They're 4-0 in a 4-6 situation. 6-0 against a team with a losing record. And the Kings are 0-4 in their last 4 as a favorite. They're also 0-5 against a losing record. I have to go with the Coyotes in this one. And then on Thursday night, Pittsburgh Penguins +100 underdogs against the New York Rangers, -122 favorites. Pens are 10-4 in New York, 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. But the favorite is 6-0 and the home team is 4-0. I would stay away from this game or lean towards the Rangers. Next game, Edmonton -190 against Ottawa Senators, +155 in the rematch. For all the same reasons, I'm going to take Edmonton in this game. Next game, Winnipeg Jets +117 underdogs at the Montreal Canadiens, -141 favorites. I don't know why the Winnipeg Jets don't get respect and the Montreal Canadiens do. I don't think the Jets should be underdogs in this game. They're 6-1 against a losing record, 4-1 on the road, 9-3 on Thursdays, and 5-2 in their last 7. However, they are 6-13-1 in their last 20 games in Montreal. Montreal's on a back-to-back here. I really like the Jets as underdogs. Next game, Boston Bruins plus 100 underdogs against the Washington Capitals, minus 121 favorites. Bruins are 8-20 in the last 28 games in Washington, 16-37 in the last 53 meetings, and the home team is 5-2 in the last 7. I really like Washington here. Next game, Philadelphia Flyers plus 147 underdogs against the New York Islanders minus 180 favorites. Flyers are 2-6 in the last 8 in New York. The favorite is 17-7-1 in the last 25 games. Favorite is also 59-22 in the last 81. Islanders all day. Philly isn't as bad as they have been, but they're still not very good. Next game, New Jersey Devils minus 121 favorites against the Buffalo Sabres plus 100 underdogs. Road team is 5-1. Devils are 1-5 when their opponent scores 5 or more in the previous game. And they're 1-6 in their last 7 after allowing 5 or more in the previous game. But the Sabres are 5-24 in the last 29 games overall. They're still not very good. You can't right that ship overnight. Next game is a huge matchup between the Florida Panthers as plus 123 underdogs against the Carolina Hurricanes, minus 150 favorites. Panthers are 0-4 in the last 4 meetings. They're 12-35-2 in the last 49 games in Carolina. And the favorite is 48-21 in the last 69 meetings. Carolina is a team. I would take them. I think they're the real powerhouse in that division. Speaking of power, the Tampa Bay Lightning has minus 225 favorites against the Columbus Blue Jackets, plus 100 underdogs. The favorite's 5-2. Tampa's 4-1 in Columbus. Tampa's actually 2-5 in their last 7 overall. But the Blue Jackets are 2-7 in their last 9 overall. Honestly, take the Lightning or just stay away. Nashville Predators, minus 159 favorites against the Detroit Red Wings, plus 132 underdogs. Favorites 4-1. Preds are 4-0 on the road. They're 8-1 overall. I like the Nashville Predators. They're very good right now. And the very last game of Thursday night is the Dallas Stars, minus 115 slight favorites against the Chicago Blackhawks, minus 105 slight underdogs. Dog is 4-1. Over is 25-1 in the last 26 in Chicago. Stars are 8-22 in their last 30 overall. Hawks are 1-4 overall. Stay away or lean towards the Hawks. That's where the value is. All right, so with all that information, I'll give you my official picks, the teams that I think will win and lose. Do what you will with this information. Some of them don't have great odds, but you can make sweet parlays out of them and win yourself some money. So the teams that I think are going to win on Wednesday night: Oilers, Leafs, Blues, Avalanche, and the Coyotes. And then on Thursday night, Devils, Islanders, Rangers, Capitals, Hurricanes, Lightning, Jets, Oilers, Predators, and the Chicago Blackhawks. That's what I think. That's what I think is going to win. Make a winner out of these. But I'm also going to give you my official bets, the teams that I'm going to bet on. When I win, you win, and when you lose, I lose. My official bets for Wednesday and Thursday night. Beginning with Wednesday, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of action on the Arizona Coyotes against the Los Angeles Kings. I think they've been playing pretty well, and they're going to win that game. There's some good value at minus 105. You might double your money. That's the only game I'm touching for Wednesday. But on Thursday night, team parlay, Islanders, Predators. Take the Jets as underdogs against the Canadiens. That's it. That's what I think. Have yourself a great couple of days. I might not be able to get a Friday episode out because I have to work, but I will release all of my official picks on Instagram and Twitter, so make sure to check those out. Thank you guys for watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and telling your friends. We appreciate all of you here at the Casual Fan Podcast, and we will continue bringing you great content, whether you like it or not. Just kidding. Please like and subscribe and tell all your friends. See you on Friday or Monday whenever I get a chance to make another video. Cheers.